Hey now, no pipe this morning. A cigarette and then back into where it's warm. Temperature is at -6 degrees. hmm Hopefully, you guys are doing all right, staying warm. Hoping everybody has a good day. I know I'm gonna try. Got some indoor chores to do. I'll be happy when the stuff breaks. Once the weather breaks, I'll be golden. Checked on the bees this morning. They're still doing good. I had to wrap the hive a couple times. After about the third or fourth wrap on the side of the hive, I heard the response that I need to hear, so we're golden with them. When I looked through the hot box on top, down in between the frames there, I didn't see any bees up that high in the hive yet, which is a good thing. Still means that they're working on their winter stores of food, of pollen and nectar and bee bread in the lower hive. So that makes me happy. Was out here probably, I want to say, for a half hour this morning, tinkering around and getting some basic inventory done. And I hear the next door neighbor's dog barking. -8, mind you. My wife got so pissed. She opened up that back door and bellered out, "Take them fucking dogs in," you know. They finally listened to her. They heard her, because it wasn't long after that they finally brought the dogs in. And the smallest dog didn't end up going in by herself. The owner, next door neighbor, ended up having to walk out and get her and then carry her, pick her up, and bring her back inside. I got no place in my heart for people that do that stuff to dogs at all. And she did good, because she didn't want me to go over there. I was gonna. Boy, oh boy. People piss me off to no end when it comes to animals. There's no reason for it. Wouldn't be the first time. I'm sure it's not going to be the last. Where I've got to confront somebody about their animals that they have outside in really bad conditions and expect them to be okay. The last time we ended up having to tell somebody to start mending their ways with their dogs. Didn't turn out so good for the owner. Sitting there stuffing his fat fucking face for dinner. Well, he ended up being back outside with his dog before it was over. Don't get me wrong. I know that there's certain situations and circumstances and specific breeds that are built for that type of thing, but the dog that he had was not built for that. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. We used to live in this one place. It was more rural than it was urban. And we kept telling the next door neighbors, it's always a thing with neighbors, right? I told this next door neighbor to be careful with the dog. Their lead that went to his collar was way too long. And he was on the front porch. And I'd sit out there and I'd have a cigar and I'd watch that dog. I'd watch his reactions, and something was telling me to let them know. Watch your dogs. Shorten that lead up, you know, so he doesn't end up hurting himself. Mm. All that following morning, the wife and I went out for a walk. And I'm sorry she had to see it, but the dog got hung up on the banister on the front porch and was less than 6 inches off the ground, hanging by her neck, stiff as a board. Big pile of shit and piss at her feet. Fuck. Mm. Picked the dog up and got the leash off her and laid it down alongside the driveway. Sickening. I agree with you, Neat Freak. A person that doesn't take care of their dogs and how they treat animals is a strong indicator of the type of person they are. And that particular owner, my friend, was a pile of shit. And it's a really weird thing too, because after all these confrontations over animals, not one charge was set against me. Not one. From yanking guys right out of their goddamn dinner table in front of their wives, to punching windows out, you know, out of the Ford, to let that one dog breathe. It was goddamn 90 degrees that day. 90 degrees. The dog was locked up in this goddamn Ford in the middle of Walmart parking lot. I don't even want to know what the temperature was inside that car. No charges though. There's always been a part of me that wanted to get involved with something like that, with helping animals with animal rescue and going into places where dogs or animals are being mistreated. And speak for the animals that don't have a voice, you know? But maybe my wife's right. Maybe that would be a bad thing for me. End up giving her a phone call from the Colony Clink telling her to come and bail me out. Got no heart, no stomach for somebody that abuses animals. In my honest opinion, whatever it is that they're abusing the animal with, or whatever means they're doing it, one good turn deserves another, yeah? So they should have done to them what they do to their dogs or other animals. Yep. As far as getting another dog after him, I don't believe we're gonna. I don't believe we're gonna at all, and that's okay too. At least I can say throughout the course of my life, I've had enough heart to love more than one animal. Yep. Here's my animal rant for the day. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Stay warm out there. Have a good one, guys.